You know, guys, for so many years, I thought about what business I should start that's going to make me the most money. And I kept on chasing the shiny object, you know, crypto, and now the new buzzword is AI. Before it was e-commerce and selling courses online, and oh, maybe I should be a fitness influencer, or oh, you know, I should get into this new trend that just come up. I should sell yo-yos, they're popular. You know, it's like I was always chasing the shiny object, they call it in marketing. Anything new pops along, I was like, oh yeah, I'm an entrepreneur, you know, this is just natural for me to jump on board. Well, this is some advice for you guys that are sitting there and thinking what business you should start. How are you going to buy your freedom? How are you going to build something which is going to create you value? How are you going to build something which is going to make you money? How are you going to build something which you're going to keep consistent at? That's one of the most important factors. You're going to keep consistent. You're going to keep trying it even if you fail. Do you know how difficult it is to do well on YouTube? Do you know you have to just keep like so unbelievably consistent? You have to constantly post videos in order for your like subs to grow. It's not just about the quality of your content. So you better enjoy what you're talking about. And I can talk about this shit endlessly. So that's why I think that at some point my subs are going to explode up. So you're sitting there probably thinking what businesses I should start. What should I get involved in, Ralph? You know, oh, should I invest in crypto? Oh, should I do Amazon FBA? Well, let me give you a piece of long-term advice, which is going to help you over the long period of time in your life, okay? This advice here is going to be so important to you over the long term, not the short term, okay? I don't just want to give you something that's going to help you today, tomorrow, give you some short-term motivation. I'm going to tell you something now which is going to help you over the next 5-10 years. This is the way I'm thinking now. The businesses you should start are based on topics that you will not get bored of talking about. Is that clear? I'm going to repeat that. The businesses that you should start, most of the businesses you should start, by the way, should be online because it's the lowest cost, the lowest barriers to entry. You can get a business started online for $100. Super easy. You buy the domain name, you get a very simple website done up with Fiverr, and you start creating organic content for free on social media, okay? Literally costs you $100 to start that business. Not starting a clothes shop in a busy city, which is going to be, you know, $60,000 in rent a year, so you got high costs immediately. So I wouldn't jump to that. So the businesses you should start are the ones that you could keep talking about without getting bored. Imagine that. If there's something that you could potentially discuss on camera, in front of people, talking to friends, talking to any strangers about a topic of conversation that you won't get bored of talking about, then that's the business you should start. Excuse me, sorry, I've got some strange cough at the moment. Probably COVID. The reason why I've started this channel, and the reason why I'm now, you know, talking about male improvement, some would call it, you know, the red pill community. Some would call it dating. I like talking about dating advice. I like teaching men how to get women. Fitness, I like teaching men how to get fit. You know, how they should train, how they should look, what they should be eating. Most of you are resonating with the dating and relationship advice, to be honest. Some of you are relating to like the how to get rich videos. But ultimately, all this stuff I enjoy talking about because I talk about it with my friends anyway. So this is nothing new to me. I've been talking about this shit since I was 16 years old. This self-improvement, men improving and just getting better by the day. I always talk about this. I talk about this every day anyway. So I thought, why don't I just put this on camera? So the same applies to you, my friends. The same concept applies to you. There must be something that you enjoy talking about or that you don't get bored of talking about. And it could be anything. I mean, I've got a friend of mine who owns a YouTube channel called Blue Lions TV. It's all about Chelsea Football Club in England. And apparently all he ever talked about at school was Chelsea Football Club. So this guy, his passion and his dream and his niche was to talk about Chelsea Football Club. Guess what? Now he's got about 150,000 subscribers on YouTube and he makes thousands of dollars a month, you know, up to between $5,000 and $10,000 a month. And that's his business. That's his life. His life is to sit there and talk about Chelsea Football Club. He built a business out of the thing he's interested in doing and out of the thing that he wouldn't get bored of talking about. Can you imagine? That's all this guy wants to talk about, Chelsea Football Club. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to discuss with the world? What message do you want to put out there? What could you possibly stay consistent with? What could you keep posting? That's the business you want to start, my friends. I want you to be consistent. My students and my people, I don't want them to be getting a bit of motivation for a few minutes where they watch a video. They're like, yeah, I'm going to go for a 5-minute walk, and then they never do it again. Yeah, I'm going to go for a chest workout, and then they never do it again. You see, motivation comes in fits and spurts. So you'll be motivated and then you'll go down again. And it comes in waves, right? Like your motivational wave. And you're going to be down and out and pissed off. Like I am, I get pissed off and I doubt myself very often. It's just the life of an entrepreneur. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. I've made millions, I've lost millions. It was tough. But ultimately, if you find something that you want to keep talking about, and by the way, guys, it could be anything. And it's not just keep talking about, it's actions that you want to take. So for example, I was just at a big social media influencer's house just now in Tulum, and he does free diving. Okay, he can hold his breath underwater for 7 minutes. And he does diving. He does like 20, 30, 50 meter dives. And he films that stuff and he loves that stuff. This guy's got 20 million followers across Instagram and Facebook, purely from free diving. He gets millions of views every video. And all he's doing is free diving. Fine, he's in great shape because he hits the gym pretty hard and he prides himself on having a good body, but so do I. And he does these kind of underwater videos where someone will get like a camera and they'll video him underwater and he'll do like this dive and he'll do like these little scenes and clips, and now he wants to make a movie. And he started doing this like 4 years ago when he hurt his leg, when he actually broke his leg jumping from a waterfall in Canada, I think it was. So I just heard this fascinating story at this influencer's house here in Tulum. And it just made me realize I should make this video, and you should be doing something which is within your niche. And by the way, your niche can be as weird and as wacky as possible. I mean, look at the shit that happens on OnlyFans, for God's sake. People selling their feet and their fingers and their hands, pictures of their hands, pictures of girls' feet, girls fucking $10,000, $20,000 a month. That shit is ridiculous. But you know what? It's a niche, and that's what the internet has created. The internet has created a plethora and a platform for you to express your niche, express what you like talking about, express who you are. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. Of course, within reason. Some people probably want to talk about some insane, weird shit, but you know what? There's a market for it. And the other thing I'd say to you is be consistent. You will find your market. You will find someone that reads your blog post. You will find someone that watches your video. I've been posting videos now and people are commenting and people are really engaged with my content. It looks like I'm actually really helping people. That shit is fascinating, guys. Don't you want the same? And don't worry if you're starting from zero. Who cares? Start your business from zero. We all started from zero. And you know what? Even when I succeeded and had to start new businesses again, I was starting from scratch. You got to learn this shit from scratch all over again. This game is not easy. But he who can start from scratch and be a beginner every single time that isn't humiliated by it is going to end up doing well in life, because this shit is a marathon. Don't worry about your friend's rich now and you're not, or your friends are doing better than you and you're not, and you're left behind. It's okay. This is supposed to be a long journey. And you'll delve into lots of different things in your life and you'll have time. Things will get better for you. But you need to be consistent with something. You need to be doing something you won't get bored of. You need to be consistent with it. I, for example, need to keep posting videos like this every day, twice a day, or once every couple of days, at least, at the minimum, so that the algorithm understands that I'm trying to be consistent, and it ends up actually rewarding me and putting my content out there to other people on their recommendation page. The same thing applies to you. Whatever your niche is, here's another example. I know a guy that used to sell mugs, printed mugs, and he had the whole machine at home, and you would send a picture of whatever you want printed, and he would get it printed on this mug, on this strange machine that he bought for a few $1,000s, and every day he would ship out his products, and this guy made $10,000 a month from selling printed mugs. Guys, you can make money online. You need to have, some drive and motivation, and that comes from doing something that you don't want to give up on easily. Because whatever you're going to do, my friends, you need to go at it long enough in order for you not to give up, and eventually you'll crack it. I promise you, you will crack it. So that's the businesses you should start. That's 101 business, right? That's the best business advice I could give, and the best business advice anyone could give, because that's real long-term solid advice that's going to make you really think about the things that you should be doing and the things you don't get bored of talking about. Thanks again. Please like, share, and subscribe. Share this with people who need to hear this. Share this with people who are struggling with knowing what side hustle, or if they're bored, and just tell them, hey, listen, you should start doing this. Stop watching Netflix, or going to watch the game, or doing these silly menial things that don't even make you happy, and swap it for something that you care about and you care about talking about. Whether talk in front of a camera, record a podcast, write a blog, just start doing something that you're engaged and interested in. I don't care what it is. You could bloody start a YouTube channel on repairing motorbike parts or building a bicycle from scratch. Whatever it is, build your niche and do something that you won't get bored of doing. Do something that just comes absolutely natural to you, that you can keep cracking on with, and you won't give up when the difficulties come, because trust me, my friends, the difficulties will come every day and you need to keep battling through that. So share this with someone who needs to hear this. Please like, because it helps the algorithm. Let's get thousands of people watching and listening to this advice and changing their lives for the better. Thanks, guys.